What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Takiyah back with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe right now and join the crew. You already know what to do. Don't forget to turn on post notifications and follow me on Instagram. Not a lot happens over there, but just follow me on Instagram. Just so we can all have that extra close connection, sisterhood, sister and brotherhood. I don't know who's all on here, but we all gonna be all in this together. So go ahead and do all that good stuff. Stay here for a little while. You'll love it over here. Trust me, you'll love it over here. But today we're gonna be doing a little drugstore makeup routine slash Takiyah's makeup routine. It's gonna have a little twist on it, so I'm sorry ahead of time if anything that I do or use don't seem normal. It's normal to me. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So I want to start by saying I already washed my face and did my skincare routine and put on some chapstick. So I'm already prepped for the makeup portion of this video. Well, that's the whole video, but I'm already prepped is what I'm trying to say. I took a shower. I'm good to go. So that's the first thing I would like to start off with when I do my makeup, especially if I'm going to be wearing it all day long. First, I like to go in with this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer. It is the matte version of face primer. Sorry, it looks ashy. There's makeup all over it, but I'm not going to sugarcoat the video. I usually do this. I don't know why, but I'm just going to do it how I usually do my makeup. I start by doing this, and then I just pat it in with my fingers. And then I also do that. So why do I pat it in? I don't know. I don't know why I do a lot of the things that I do with my makeup. I really don't know the reason behind most of it because I'm not a makeup artist. I'm really not. But I just do things like this. I want to know, because I'm not a makeup artist, I want to know, what is the difference between face primer and eyeshadow primer. Can you use a face primer as an eyeshadow primer when you're doing actual eyeshadow looks? And I probably won't be doing, well, I know I'm not gonna do an eyeshadow today. I really suck at eyeshadow and I don't see a point in wearing it, but I don't see a point in wearing it on an everyday basis, basically, just to go out and about. I do want to mention, before you do your makeup, you should definitely wash your hands because you're going to be rubbing your hands all over your face and all that good stuff. Yeah. Just keep your hands washed in general because of the pandemic. Just keep your hands washed. Next, I would usually go in and do my eyebrows, so I'm going to do my eyebrows next. I like to use this e.l.f. dip powder, and this is just a two-sided little eyebrow brush. And then I have this Too Faced eyeshadow palette. It's messy, apologies, but it's messy, and I usually use this darker powder. I know there's other people who usually will use an eyeshadow powder too. I like to use eyeshadow powder just because I have it. I never really bought an eyebrow powder before, so let me show y'all up close what I would normally do for my eyebrows. So normally I would start with the spoolie part, and I just brush my eyebrows into the ideal shape that I would like. And then I just dipped it into this a minute ago, so y'all didn't see me do that. But then I will start from the middle-ish of the eyebrow, and I just do that. Next, I will usually just follow up under the rest of the brow, lightly though. When right here, I was a little bit darker with it, I guess. And then I'll usually just go ahead and go to the middle again, or the same area, the same general area that I was just in. And this time I'll go up. And then that's kind of where I end up doing that. So it looks very dark, but that's what I do to start off with. And then the same thing that I did on the bottom, I'll just kind of outline the top. I don't really go in really. I just stay more on the outside with the actual makeup. So I'm gonna go and do the rest of this portion of it, and then I'm gonna come back and tell y'all what I do next. So now that I have the dip brow, like the dip brow stuff onto my eyebrows will usually barely ever come out looking the exact same. So I do want to mention that if you want to have perfect eyebrows, you might need to go watch a different tutorial and then come back. But now I have this on, and I don't clean them up yet because next I use the spoolie and I kind of just blend out the brow, that like all the makeup that I just put into the brow. I kind of blend it out a little bit so like the harsher lines aren't there and stuff. So I'm showing y'all me doing that. Just to make it look a little bit more natural. Then I go in, I blend out the other side. So after I blended them out and I look a little bit crazy, I'm gonna go get like a paper towel or something so I can wipe around the edges. You can also use a makeup wipe or something, but I don't have any makeup wipes right now, so I'll be right back. So I just got like a little paper towel with some water on it, and then I'll usually will kind of dabble around and clean up. I might go and redo this brow, but so after I've taken care of that and I got them how I want them to look, they look dark right now, but it all comes together at the end. I will go in with the powder that I just showed y'all, just a little bit, but I just use it to just go over my brows to push everything into place for one, and to get any like parts that seem to be a little bit sparse. So that's a pretty quick process. That's all I do with the powder. I really fill in my brows more than I like actually like do my brows. But after I go in with the powder, I would like to use the e.l.f. concealer. Nothing too special. I didn't even show y'all. Did I show y'all the brush I just used? I don't remember where I got this brush from, but it's from Walmart. I got this brush from Walmart, but I don't remember what brand it is, or I don't know the numbers. But yeah, so now I'm gonna go in and use the e.l.f. concealer and this brush that I also got from Walmart. I don't remember the brand. These both came in sets though, so I do remember that. And this is what I do. So I just took this out, and then I'll like dab this onto there like that. So let me do that real quick. After I have this on, I use the pointed end, and I usually make it face towards the end. So if I'm doing this side, flip it over, vice versa. And I just follow underneath my brow. So that's kind of how I started off, and then I'll just go to the other side and do the same thing. And that's how I started off. If you can't tell, I have the brush face like this because I like to have the like butt end of it, like not the pointy end. I like to have it going towards my crease or towards the arch of my brow so I can properly maneuver it, you know. And that's why I do it like that. So next I try to blend it out. I'm gonna blend out one side for y'all and then do the next side by myself, but I just tap This is how I blend out my concealer on my eyebrows. I'm too scared to just go in and start brushing it out. So I've always just learned to just tap it out. Cause like I said, I'm no makeup artist. And it looks really white up close, but like
I like the color of it on my skin, so I guess that's really all that actually matters. But
now it's pretty much blended out on this side. So yeah, that's really all I do to blend out my eyebrows. So I'm gonna go and do this side and I'll come back on camera. Now that my eyebrow concealer is pretty much completely blended out, I like to go in with the same concealer and just conceal in everywhere that I like to conceal at. I seen the TikTok like last night actually about how the girl like uses only concealer on her whole face, and I should low-key try that because I really don't love foundation, but I don't use a lot of foundation either. So I'm gonna just show y'all what I do. So I get the same concealer like I just said. I do use the brush now, and I put the tiniest amount of concealer in those two spots. And I do it on the other side for obvious reasons. Try to make it about the same amount. And that's how I lay my concealer. Don't want to put it anywhere else today. Sometimes I'll put it like a little bit right here. And I use foundation, so like it usually blends out. But this is like my simple everyday routine, so I'm not really gonna do all that today. Next, I kind of let the concealer sit for a split second while I grab my foundation. I just opened it, but I use the Matte and Poreless foundation. Who is this by? By Maybelline. This is in the number 338, and it is spicy brown. I take my foundation brush. This is the one that I prefer to use. I ordered this off of, I don't remember where. I got it like a couple years ago, so barely any foundation. And I just like put it in spots that I'm gonna end up using foundation at. And basically I say make it work. So I'm just gonna go around my whole face with the foundation, the amount that I just put on this brush. I have a little bit of redness. I don't really know why, but I just noticed that. I try to get close to my brows on the top because I don't conceal the top of my eyebrows. And I've tried to do it with foundation, and I just didn't really see a point in it when I usually get close to my brows anyways. So, and then I don't really blend out the edges a lot because I low-key barely even use any foundation. I just do it good enough to make it look like natural, I guess. So now I'm ready for the concealer. I use the same foundation brush and I go in like and just dab in a dabbing motion. But I try and keep it like in this area that it's already in. I don't try to move it around too much. So I probably look crazy. So yeah, now the foundation and my concealer is already finished. I feel like I need to put a little bit on my chin. A little dot. A little dot is all I'm gonna use. When I put it on my chin, I like to keep it more in the middle. I don't really know why I like the chin. I think it just suits my face. And then I do the same thing at the top. I kind of keep it in the middle because I don't like to do all the lines all over my forehead unless I'm doing like a really full coverage look. Now all you see is me pounding the middle of my head with the brush, but it's okay. Now I'm going to use my light powder. My favorite powder that was like for my light areas, I dropped it and it broke. So I've been using this LA Shape It Up one, Sculpt and Contour. And what I'll do is I'll mix, hold on. This is how the palette, I'll mix this one and this one together. I'm just mixing those. I do get a lot of this powder for this portion of my makeup. And I'll just go in. I just go in under my eyes with it. Trying to keep it within that same little area that I just had done, like with the actual concealer, and it looks really, really white. Trust the process. I want to buy like one of those setting powders that are like the loose ones, and it has like an oranger type of undertone because I feel like it would suit me more. I just haven't got around to it. I don't wear enough makeup to feel like I need to go out and buy that right away type. But this is what I do first. I guess this is my form of baking. So yeah, it looks crazy, but basically everywhere that I put the concealer, I'm putting some powder, some of this light powder, mostly the bottom one. Now I'm taking the opposite end of my brush that I was using to conceal with, and I'm going to use that powder just to put up here to kind of set that in. Not a lot of that though, because you'll see in a minute why. I didn't put a lot. Sorry, I need to speak up. But so this is how everything's looking right now. So I usually will just sit here for like a few minutes, not really long at all, just because it's not a loose powder. But for a few minutes, I'll just sit here and let it do its thing, and then I'll show y'all what I do next. So after I've let this sit for a minute, I just dust it off the best that I can with the same brush. I do that first. Okay, so I did that part. Now I'm using my True Match by L'Oreal. This is what it looks like. It is in the N8 Cappuccino. That's what it is. But, and then I usually start like on the bottom of my face, and I'll move it up. And I don't like to use a lot of this because this is what makes your face look cakier. Well, it makes my face look cakier. And then I'll go to this other side. And then I'll do like one dab. And I'll just like go kind of over where the highlight was. Or like the extra concealer was. Just so it doesn't look so white. That's my trick that I use. So I put like a normal amount on these parts of my face though. But the amount of powder that I had used to do this part of my face will like outweigh like my actual face powder, I feel like. So I'll still look concealed without looking crazy. So, and then I usually just do this on my eyelids and call that eyeshadow. And next I like to use a highlighter. I use a very, very janky, broken up highlighter. So use any highlighter that you would like. But I like to highlight right here. And I did use a different brush. I use this brush to like highlight my face. And I start off by just like pushing it in to those spots. And then I'll just kind of like dab around so it looks more blended out. I don't use a lot of highlighter on days where I'm doing just a natural face. So then I'll take this part of my brush, the flat part that I use for my eyebrows, and put a little bit right here. And then I also like to highlight the tip of my nose. And like the bridge of my nose, like where it's already highlighting. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I like to go like right in the same spot with makeup. I'm like really focusing, so I'm sorry if I like look crazy. But I like to blend it a little bit. And then I go in the corner of my eyes. And that's really all I highlight on a natural day of doing my makeup. Now I'm gonna throw on some mascara. I do like to wear eyelashes, but I just don't put them on every single day. And I do like to get my eyelashes done, but they're obviously not done. So I'm using this mascara. It is called Falsies by Maybelline. It came in a 2-pack, and that's what I'm gonna use today. So I go in with this mascara. Let me get up close so I can see. I'm trying to do my makeup in this camera, so I'm not a very messy mascara applier. This part's pretty self-explanatory, so I don't have much to say. And then I'll usually only do about 2 coats of mascara, and then I'll do like 2 coats on the bottom. So I'm gonna go do that and come back. Okay, so now I got my mascara on. Looks a little bit intense today, but we're gonna roll with it. And I'm gonna end off this routine with a little lip. So for this video, I think I want to use the lip liner, so I did grab it. I'm gonna see if I like it. If I don't like it, I'm just gonna use lip gloss. So this is the Cherimoya eye/lip pencil in the color 47 Auburn. So here's my big juicy lips right here. No, I'm joking, but I just carefully outline my lips basically. This color is not overwhelming at all, so another reason why I like this one. It just broke. It just broke. I just broke it, but it's not working out for me today. Here we go. Okay, we got the bottom. So let's try again. Okay, so I usually just keep it like that. Just went around the edges. You can barely tell. I can tell, but I don't know if y'all can tell. And I'm using this lip gloss today, the Shea Butter one by Broadway. And I just put it on like normal. To pull everything together, I like to use a little, like, what's this called? What's this thing called? Setting spray. A setting spray. So I have the e.l.f. one right now, and I have used this one before, and I liked it. And I also have used the Morphe one, which I like as well, but my spritzer on this is broken. See, it's broken. It's not working. Finish off the routine with a little bit of setting spray, so. Okay guys, so this is the end of this video, my little makeup routine using drugstore products. Pretty simple, pretty basic, low-key kind of ghetto, but we're going to ignore that portion of the video. But besides that, this is the end. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, subscribe to my channel. All my like links and stuff will be down below, like pertaining to my social media. So check that out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, lovelies.